All right, hey, Daniel here. Welcome back. I'm so glad that we get to just hang out real quick. I am super excited for this unboxing. I just got in something that, man, I should have tried like 10 years ago. But I finally got a chance to, get one of these in hand to add to my personal, collection. So super stoked. I know this is not a brand new knife that just showed up onto the scene. It's been around for a long time, but there's a reason why I think this is still stands really the test of time when it comes to an EDC that is just bomb-proof, a time-tested design, and it still very much appeals to the knife enthusiast today like myself. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around the camera and let's just get right into the unboxing and first impressions. All right, hang tight. All right, thanks for sticking around. Before I start, just want to share you my my social media. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at present there, and then of course my YouTube channel at these 7Cs. So let me get this out of the way and let's just get right into this guy. Whoops. So like I said, this knife has been around forever. This, as you can tell by the title, is the Les George VECP. That's the way I learned that's how you actually say it. I know a lot of people say VECP. But I think the way actually Les George himself said it as VECP. So this is gonna be the VECP, I believe, the version 3. If I could get this box open. The knife, the unboxing knife is of course the tried and true Sebenza, small Sebenza 21, and then single blade, one of my favorite configurations out there. So let me go ahead and put this to the side and let's just try to get into this box. Oh my goodness. And so I got this off of the Reddit knife swap. So if you're familiar with that page, it's really a great place to get great deals, to do trades, to make sales, so on and so forth. Of course, you can see here, I'm trying not to knock the camera over. This is the standard Les George Velcro pouch with that really cool patch, Velcro pouch. Did I already say that? I already said it, huh? Anyway, so that's there. Boom. Let me see. Okay, I'm super excited. Like I said, the VECP has been around forever, and there you go. Dang. Okay, let me put this pouch in the background. Boom. So, first flick. Oh, whoa. Hold up. Woo! There you go. There is the first flick. And I can say right off the bat, that is very smooth, very satisfying. Holy smokes. It is, man, this thing is a beauty in person. I'm trying to see it away from the camera. In person is absolutely gorgeous. I love how CTX XHP really has that beautiful kind of that stonewash mirror type finish, like a polished finish. It's beautiful. It's very similar to the Spyderco swayback finish, which is also in that CTS XHP. I think Les George works mostly with this steel. I think there's some out there with the what do you call it, the 20 CV maybe, but I think majority of his VECPs come with the CTS XHP. As you can see, this is in that milling pattern. I forgot the name of this pattern, but this seems to be a little bit more unique than the kind of the standard kind of the stonewash plain titanium handles. And in hand, ooh, gorgeous. Man, this feels so good in the hand. I have about average medium-sized hands, and this just fits like a glove. Oh man, this is awesome. So first impressions, as you can tell by the giddiness of my voice, is that very, very good. Let me see, rock solid lockup, no movement in any direction, just Oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. So one of the questions I had, because this is the version 3, my question was, what are the differences between version 1, 2, and 3? So far from what I found, is that I think the earlier versions 1 and 2, the pivot and the body screws looked a little bit different. The version 3 looks a lot more refined. It looks very just like, it looks like it's gone through like this refinement improvement process, so it looks very streamlined to the overall design. The other thing is that the stop pin is hidden. So the version 3 is, as you can see, it's hidden. The pin doesn't protrude out through the handles. I believe in the earlier versions you could see the stop pin actually protruding all the way through the handle, so you kind of see that pin from both sides of the handle. But as you can see, it looks like he's kind of I forgot the technical term, but he kind of did away with it. So it's just overall visually it's a little bit more aesthetically a little bit more streamlined. Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. Woo! The detent on this is just, I feel like it's spot on. It's not too stiff, it's not too loosey goosey. It's just right on, really comfortable with that thumb opening. And then also, if I want to kind of flick it open, awesome as well. And it's true what they say about the action, buttery smooth. Let me see if it's not like guillotine drop shady. I do need to shake it a little bit, but it's a very consistent, buttery, just smooth action. Ooh, I would say it's really close to maybe like a Chris Reeve action, but a little bit more kind of free moving a little bit more. For example, I feel like actually this is broken in, so that's not fair. But it's the action feels very, very similar to a Chris Reeve, which is consistent to what I've been hearing on the internet. But look at that. Look at a gorgeous, gorgeous knife here. Oh my gosh, this knife it's just visually beautiful, and in hand it feels really good. Let me see. Yeah, super sharp. Just very, very, looks like a very consistent edge bevels. Oh my god, but that kind of that polished stonewash finish on this is, woo! My goodness. Look at that. You could kind of see the reflection of the camera on there. Just beautiful. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. And of course, it looks like it's dead centered. I don't know why it took me like over a decade to like actually finally get this in hand. Maybe, okay, I think I do have a good reason why. Maybe it's because it's kind of hard to find. Les George doesn't like bring out like a billion of these, so it's not like readily available at retailers. I've seen them kind of I have seen them sporadically at retailers, but then they get sold out like so quick. I do sometimes find them available on the secondary market at a pretty really decent price. It's not overpriced at all. It seems to kind of float around the $350, $375 range, which I feel like is more than reasonable. Of course, with the current state of the knife community today, you get a lot of bang for your buck, right? And so for some folks, it may not be appealing because at the end of the day, it is a really straightforward knife. There's no gimmicky or fancy things going on. Literally, I think the fanciest thing that is going on with this guy is actually nothing. But this is definitely an icon in the knife community. Even after a decade of or so of the VECP being around, is still really highly regarded. Les George himself is still very highly regarded as a knife maker. And so I think the latest iteration of this I saw was like a button lock version of the VECP. I think it was through like Knife Joy, and I was like, whoo, that's insane. I think Metal Complex did like a review on the button lock version of it, and he seems to really like it. I'm really glad I got kind of the standard, the time tested version, which is like the thumb stud, the version. I know there's also a flipper version, but I think overall, people really love just the straight original kind of design with the thumb studs, and I would have to agree, even though I've never tried the other iteration, so maybe a little biased. But oh my gosh, dude, this thing is sick. It is so, it says something about Les George. When you come out with a design that just really works, that really is timeless. It doesn't matter like what the industry or the community, where they may be. You might have the fanciest, gimmicky, innovative knives out there today. But if you're able to really lock down a design that really just works, then it's always going to be timeless. I could say that about, of course, the Sabenza 21. We have it's such an iconic knife, because of just how well designed this knife is, right? I would say the same thing with the Les George VECP. Is very straightforward design that just works really well. Of course, the caveat is I just literally opened this knife up, so I'm gonna go ahead and carry and use it, and then I'll have a little bit more of a better idea of how it actually functions as an EDC. But so far I'm absolutely loving this knife. Gosh, I don't know why it took me over a decade to even try to get this knife. This really, really harkens back to when I started in this knife community. When I was, I remember seeing the VECP around, with Cutlery Lover. There's all these, old school like YouTubers, back in the day, man. And I know the VECP was making the rounds, and it was just really popular. So this really brings back memories. Oh my gosh. Anyways, with that being said, have a wonderful day. And, feel free to subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. With that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.